focusing in on these beginning accounts that have the most complexity to them because they have the subledgers related to them, and then go to the easier types of accounts to put in play, remembering that if these were our beginning balances, we'd like to put them in place as of the beginning of the year, so we have an entire year of temporary accounts, the income statement, so that we can run reports for an entire year from one accounting system, and then draw the line as of that point so that the prior accounting system would be used prior to that point in time. If you still have questions and need to go back to that point in time, that's the idea here. We've entered many of the more difficult accounts, the strategy being instead of one large journal entry, we entered them one account at a time, taking care to properly get the associated subsidiary ledger, and then the other side went to equity. And so now we're building up our equity one account at a time. And at the end, if all the accounts have the proper balances, the equity, or at least the total equity, will be correct. And so that's our strategy. So now that we've done the more difficult ones that have the subledger, like accounts receivable, accounts payable, and the inventory, we'll go to some of the more easy ones in some ways, like the checking account, although it still has its problems. Those problems being there's going to be outstanding checks possibly, but just to put it on the books is usually an easier place to start with. So we'll discuss that one. And then we've got the accumulated depreciation and the furniture and equipment, which also have subledgers that need to be thought about when putting them on the books. But a lot of times it's a little bit easier to put them just in a journal entry onto our accounting system. We'll explain that. And then we've got the Visa, which has similar things to the checking account because you can use bank feeds with the Visa cards, but it's usually pretty straightforward because it's on a cash-based system.